Have you ever opened a blank document, stared at the blinking cursor, and suddenly remembered every single task you've been avoiding for the last 6 months? Reorganizing your desk, adjusting your margins, dusting your baseboards, even cleaning your keyboard with a Q-tip? If that sounds familiar, you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Leslie, founder of Idea to Ink, where I help new and returning writers finally get the stories out of their heads and onto the page. And today we'll be talking about just that, the blank page. Most people think that the blank page is the problem, but the blank page isn't the enemy. The real problem is the expectation we attach to the first sentence. We tell ourselves things like, this needs to be good, or even this needs to make sense. This needs to sound like a real writer wrote it. And suddenly the blank page becomes a test, a performance, a moment where we think we have to prove something. But here's the truth. The first sentence is not where clarity happens. It's where clarity begins. We don't need brilliance. We need movement. So let's talk about what's actually happening in your brain. When you sit down to write, your creative brain wants to explore, but your perfectionist brain wants to evaluate. Exploring and evaluating cannot happen at the same time. So when you try to write something good on the first try, your brain hits a wall. It's like trying to drive with one foot on the gas and 1 foot on the brake. That tension, that internal tug of war is what makes you freeze. You're not blocked. You're just trying to do two opposite tasks at once. Let me say something that might feel uncomfortable. Your first sentence doesn't matter. Not in the way you think it does, at least. The first sentence is not the one readers will remember. It's not the one that defines your book. It's not the one that determines whether you're a real writer. The first sentence is simply the door you walk through. You can revise it later. You can delete it later. You can rewrite it 20 times. But you can't revise a sentence that doesn't exist. So if the blank page feels overwhelming, here's where you start. Answer these 3 questions. Who is this about? What do they want? And last, what's in their way? These questions work for everything. A novel, a blog post, a chapter, a scene, even a nonfiction book. Let me give you a quick example. Let's say you're writing a scene about a character named Maya. Who is this about? Maya. What does she want? To get the promotion she's been working toward. What's in her way? Her boss doesn't think she's assertive enough. Boom. Now you have a direction. You have tension and you have movement. And most importantly, you're no longer staring at a blank page. Now let's talk about the tool that will actually get your fingers moving. It's called the 10-minute ignition exercise, and it works like this. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Start typing. This is the hard part. No deleting, no editing, no rereading. Just keep your hands moving. If you don't know what to say, type, I don't know what to say yet, but I'm going to figure it out. Around minute 6, something really magical happens. Your brain warms up. Your ideas start connecting, and suddenly you're writing. This exercise works because it shuts down the perfectionist brain and gives your creative brain room to breathe. Let me show you how this works in real time. Imagine you're writing a blog post about overcoming writer's block. You start with the 3 questions. Who is this about? Writers who feel stuck. What do they want? Well, they want to start writing again. What's in their way? Fear of not being good enough. Then you set your timer and write for 10 minutes. You might start with something messy like, I don't know how to start this, but I do know that staring at a blank page feels like staring at a wall. And guess what? That's already a better opening than most people write on purpose. Messy beginnings lead to clear ideas. The hardest part of writing isn't continuing, it's beginning. Once you create movement, the blank page loses its power. So the next time you sit down to write, remember, you don't need brilliance. You don't need the perfect sentence. You don't need to impress anyone. You just need the first imperfect line. If you want more tools like this, grab the fiction novel writing templates linked below. They're completely free and they're designed to help you plan your story with clarity and confidence. And if you're ready for deeper support, the Idea to Ink e-course will guide you through writing your first draft in 21 days with structure, accountability, and a community of writers cheering you on. You don't have to write alone, and you don't have to fear the blank page. You've got this.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more writer tips and resources.